Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. Russia has invited 28 Syrian opposition figures to Moscow for talks later this month in preparation for a dialogue with President Assad's government. Jailed Australian journalist Peter Grest has applied to be deported from Egypt, his family says, describing it as the best option after a court ordered a retrial of the reporter and two colleagues. The death toll from a suicide bomb attack on Yemeni civilians commemorating the Prophet Muhammad's birthday in central Yemen has risen to 49. US Secretary of State John Kerry and his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov spoke Thursday to discuss the crisis in the Middle East and the Ukraine. And Indonesian recovery teams have narrowed the search area for Air Asia Flight 8501, hopeful they were closing in on the plane's crash site, with a total of 16 bodies and more debris recovered from the sea. Now let's take a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the Egypt Independent, which leads reporting that the lawyer for jailed Al Jazeera journalist Peter Grest has formally applied to the Egyptian government for the Australian's deportation after Egypt's highest court ordered a retrial for Grest and two colleagues. The paper also reports that local development minister Adel Labib said he is announcing the appointment of new governors mid-January, adding that he has nominated 30 candidates for Prime Minister Ibrahim Mehleb. From Lebanon, the Daily Star leads reporting that hundreds of people fill the streets in the northern city of Tripoli for the funeral of former Prime Minister Omar Karami, who died one day earlier from a long-time illness. The paper also reports that Lebanon's General Security approved unprecedented entry restrictions for Syrian nationals, who will no longer be able to enter Lebanon without a visa, in a move aimed at curbing the entry of refugees fleeing almost 4 years of conflict. UAE's Khalij Times reports that the UAE has expressed grave concern over the UN Security Council's failure to adopt the Arab group's Palestinian statehood resolution that set a time frame for ending the Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories. The paper also reports that a New Year's stampede on Shanghai's historic waterfront killed at least 36 revelers and injured dozens more, mostly women. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines from the UK papers. The Telegraph leads its Middle East news, reporting that US-led coalition warplanes have carried out more than a dozen airstrikes overnight in and around the Islamic State group's de facto capital in northeastern Syria. The air raids on the outskirts of Raqqa were the heaviest coalition strikes on the city along the Euphrates River since Islamic State group militants captured a Jordanian pilot after his F-16 jet went down near the city on December 24th. The Independent leads its Middle East news, reporting that a video released online purports to show two Italian women held by militants in Syria, with one of them saying their lives are in danger. The video was uploaded to YouTube on New Year's Eve and reportedly shows 21-year-olds Vanessa Marzullo and Greta Ramelli calling on the Italian government to release them before Christmas or they could be killed. The Guardian leads its Middle East news, reporting that the State Department has expressed deep concern over the detention of the Bahraini opposition leader Sheikh Ali Salman, warning the arrest could lead to more tensions in the island kingdom. The United Nations Human Rights Office in Geneva earlier said it was concerned that a potentially lengthy prison sentence could be handed to Sheikh Salman. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East headlines in the international papers. From Germany, the Deutsche Welle reports that the Saudi Interior Ministry said the two convicted Saudis were executed by beheading on Thursday. It named one of those killed as Malik bin Saeed al-Sairi and said he had a repeat conviction for hashish smuggling. And finally, China's Global Times reports that at least 25 Syrian soldiers were killed and dozens of others wounded in clashes with extremist groups in the east suburb of the capital of Damascus. The soldiers were killed in intense battles with the Al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front and similar groups near Damascus, according to the Britain-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. And for more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.